So I want to introduce you to two great people that we've met that came in through Tower Garden. We have Karen Campi. She's from New Jersey, Senior Sales Coordinator. And we have Renata Chalmers from Mesa, Arizona, a Sales Coordinator. And they're going to share their story, so I'm going to ask a couple questions. So we know that you learned about the Juice Plus company through Tower Garden. Can you share the story with us?
Sure. Actually, I grew up gardening, and my parents had a great passion for gardening. And I have incredible memories of being with my parents, working alongside my parents, and we had a very large garden. And I have memories of prepping the soil and planting and even weeding and harvesting. And it was just an incredible experience growing up and, of course, having the fruits of our labor. So when my parents moved into an adult community, they no longer were going to have the property size, the time, or really the energy to manage a large garden. And when I learned from a friend about the Tower Garden, I thought it was the perfect gift for them to be able to bring the joy of gardening back to my parents. So, as a Mother's Day present the next year, I gave my mom the Tower Garden, and she asked if I would please keep it at my house so that her grandchildren, my 3 boys, would have the same experience and pleasure of growing their own food. So after 3 short weeks, we were amazed at how quickly it grew and how easy it was to maintain. But most of all for me, I was amazed at how my 3 teenage boys enjoyed it, and they were a part of it. We harvested throughout the summer, through fall, and even into a New Jersey winter. So I obviously fell in love with the Tower Garden. My belief for the Tower Garden was through the roof, and I wasn't giving that Tower Garden back. But I did make good, just in case you're curious. The next spring, I bought my mom her own Tower Garden for her place.
Awesome. So when did you get interested in the Juice Plus products and the business opportunity?
So the next year, I actually suggested to my niece Erin that her mom, Cheryl, who's my sister-in-law, might love the Tower Garden. Cheryl's a nurse, and she was familiar with the Juice Plus company. But when Cheryl realized that the Tower Garden was actually part of the Juice Plus company, she immediately called me and said, "We need to put our families on Juice Plus, and we're doing this business together." She knew my passion for gardening, and she knew my belief in the Tower Garden. And as a nurse, she connected immediately with the clinical research behind Juice Plus. As a mom of 3 boys, whole food nutrition just immediately made sense to me. Cheryl and I manage our husband's 3rd-generation dental practice. So it was a natural for us to work together. But honestly, we were really busy working moms, raising our families and managing a dental practice. We had no time for this. Well, Cheryl was very, very passionate about this, and she spoke to me every single day for 11 days until I finally said yes. I did see the Tower Garden as a simple and affordable way to share my own passion for gardening, and I launched my Tower Garden business in stolen moments on the baseball field and in casual conversations with my friends. At the same time, I was learning about the Juice Plus company, the clinical research, the NSF certification, and I will tell you, I was doing this business and I was having fun with it, and I was doing well, but I did not see the big picture of the company. It was not until I attended a regional event in Connecticut where I connected with the culture, the unique and very special culture of this company, and saw the vision.
How does Tower Garden impact your ability to build your team and your business?
So we create events around Tower Garden. As you heard, I came through the Tower Garden door, and I actually called my launch party a garden party. I was all about sharing the Tower Garden with my friends and family. And at that event, my national marketing director, Mary Koenig, was there to share Juice Plus. By the end of the night, we had 11 Juice Plus orders. And that night, I saw how Juice Plus and Tower Garden complement one another, and how the Tower Garden completes the Juice Plus story. We set up Tower Gardens at every event that we host. We really feel that the Tower Garden will attract a different kind of customer And with great customer service, it so often opens a door to Juice Plus. Our entire team is familiar and comfortable sharing Tower Garden, and we look for opportunities to share the Tower Garden. We have a relationship with a local nursery where we host 101 workshops. We also have customer appreciation events around the Tower Garden where we'll have cooking classes. We call them Glorious Green classes. We teach people how to harvest off the Tower Garden and also how to use the produce off the Tower Garden. We'll look for other opportunities, health fairs, and garden clubs to be able to speak at. But honestly, the best way to grow your Juice Plus business with the Tower Garden is to own a Tower Garden. You'll quickly learn how easy it is to maintain and how wonderful it is to find the joy in growing your own food. We talk about living the mission and being on a journey. Owning and sharing the Tower Garden has been an incredible part of my journey. Your belief will grow and you will have more confidence by owning a Tower Garden, by being a product of the product. Tim Blank tells us that the Tower Garden is the future of gardening. We are all, everyone in this room, is an incredible place to position ourselves as experts in our local community. And I encourage you all to go out and grow your own Tower Garden, be a product of the product, and I promise you, your Juice Plus business will grow.
Did you hear anything different from any of these women that you haven't heard in every breakout training today? Belief, vision, events, sharing, excitement, passion. Now we're going to hear from Renata, who also came through the Tower Garden, and she's going to share her story with us.
Well, my story is a little bit different. As Karen was saying, she grew up gardening, which I did too, but I also grew up in Florida. And so if any of you guys have been to Epcot, like I did as a young adult, I remember, in fact, just 3 weeks ago, I found pictures of the land in my photo album. So in 2015, in April, I walked into True Garden in Mesa. It's a commercial Tower Garden farm owned by Troy Albright. And he had a tower set up front, and he was selling produce. And I looked at it, and I'm like thinking, oh my gosh, why am I just now seeing this? I'm not a Pinterest person, but I am a Facebook person. And so I saw it, and I was totally blown away. I was like, I recognize this technology. So I walked in, and I started talking to Nicole Nichols, who is now my national marketing director. I started talking to her about it, and she started plugging in all of those elements that I was excited about, the sustainability, the preparedness, the healthy aspect of it, the ease of it. And so I watched a bunch of videos, and within an hour and a half, I was sold. So I actually went home, talked to my husband about it, and he was super excited about it. So I said, I really want to try one. And he said, no, you need to buy 3. I think you'll have a good time with them. I'm like, yes. So I did. I bought 3. But then he said, you know what, don't tell anybody about it. I don't want you to share because I don't know if it's going to work. I'm like, no, babe, we got this. I got this. It's going to work. So it took me about a week and a half, and I finally brought a friend over, and I said, you got to see this. I can't keep the secret any longer. She saw it. She bought it right then and there. And I was like, okay, if you're excited about this, I'm excited about this. If I keep sharing this, everybody's as excited as I am. So that's what happened. In the course of time, I went back to True Garden, and I started volunteering because I felt like I needed to know more. I watched a bunch of videos, an incredible amount of online resources are available, and I became comfortable enough that I went out and started teaching classes. So the same way, I started doing events. I invited all of my team to come to these events, and we just continued to share and share. And what happened was our passion became the passion for everybody we shared with, and they realized how incredibly easy it is and how successful you can be, even those people who've never grown anything before. So, yeah.
So when did you get interested in Juice Plus? and the business opportunity? Well, we know the business, but adding Juice Plus to your business.
Juice Plus, yeah. Well, early on, I literally, when I bought my towers, I became a distributor because it was a good deal. But I remember telling Nicole Nichols that I said, I don't have time for a business. I can't do this. Well, literally, it happened very fast and very quickly. But within about 2 months, I started going to more events, and I started giving, Nicole started feeding me more information, watching videos about Juice Plus. And I had heard about Juice Plus a long time ago, and I was the person that would say no multiple times in the course of my life to Juice Plus. But once I started researching and really going to the events and learning the science behind it, it totally blew me away. And that is when I became a product of the product. Not only did I do the towers, but I did the Juice Plus. I put my kids on the children's health study, and it was a no-brainer for me after that. And the two really just sort of merged together.
And how has it impacted team building and growing your business by using both?
Well, as I said, I started teaching classes. I actually I was talking to Karen earlier, I went into a kitchen store. It's the type of store that taught cooking classes. And she bought a tower, and she uses the herbs right in her cooking classes, so that was an opportunity. I went into a prepper store and taught them how to use the tower, and I teach classes there, and they talk about using solar, and I have friends that have gone camping using solar, and so there's a bunch of different avenues. But what I do is I encourage my team to be a part of that, and so we do events all over the place. And as Karen was saying, we take our tower with us. We have a demo tower that we take everywhere. Whether we put baby seedlings or we pull larger plants, we give people that visual, and once they have that visual, they're like, oh, I can do that too. So most of my team came through Tower Gardens, but they all are now products of the products, not only Juice Plus, but Tower. Juice Plus Company has provided amazing resources with Tower Talk, the videos that are out there. When people say, oh, I don't know if I can put this together, I don't know if I can do it, I say, you know what, you can. And this is where I come in. I tell people, every time I sell a tower, I tell people, you have me, I'm your gardener in your back pocket, you can call me, and that's what I love to do. I'm passionate about it, and I don't want anybody ever to say to me, you know what, I don't use my tower anymore because I just couldn't quite figure it out. That would kill me. So I make sure that they know, you let me know if you need help, and I'm going to help you. And also make them aware of the resources, because that makes a huge difference. So be passionate about it, show that passion, be the product of the product, and it will be an easy share.
Thank you so much, Karen and Renata. I think any of you can agree that if you could just grow a tower garden and meet 2 team members like this, how would that affect your business? It's just like Christy said, how would you like 7 new sales coordinators that met you at a garden party? And how many more times can you touch a customer from Tower Garden because you call and say, hey, I see that your tower garden was delivered. Have you watched the YouTube video to set it up yet? Maybe you call back in 2 more weeks and say, hey, I just wanted to check on your seedlings. Have they sprouted? Did you put them in your tower garden? Hey, I just wanted to check with you. It's been about 5 weeks. Are you having a salad party? Am I invited? You don't get that kind of touch point with Juice Plus necessarily. And we know statistically that more Tower Garden customers become Juice Plus customers than Juice Plus customers become Tower Garden customers. So what does that mean for your business? It's called the upsell, right? In restaurants, it's like, hey, don't you want a delicious ooey gooey butter cake? They hear it, they want it. You get to talk to them more. You can do events, you can share. These are simple moments, just little bites at a time. Every once in a while, Jay Martin stops by and tells me something he wants to work on, and I look at him and my eyes get big, because when you deal with vision, there's a little bit of overwhelm. Ever had that happen? And he says, don't worry about the elephant. You're going to eat it 1 bite at a time. So grow your tower garden, eat it 1 bite at a time, and share it with 1 person at a time at your salad or garden party. Thank you so much for coming and listening to us today, and we can't wait to see what you grow.